February 28th, 2011. This is Diehard Gamer Radio Show 104.
You are approaching the target of attack. Your mission starts now. Are you ready? The countdown begins. 3, 2, 1, go.
You are listening to Diehard Gamer Radio, the source for off-mainstream video game news and topics. And now, your hosts, Murdock, Brian, John, and Steve.
Just a couple more shots.
Well, welcome back to Diehard Gamer Radio. I am Murdock, and with me is John and Steve. Brian is unavailable today. He is currently on the Discovery, helping out with their last mission over on the International Space Station, so we wish him good luck. So anything you want to add before we start on the news?
No.
Yeah, the magic's gone. Love is over. Steve's actually in the control room doing lots of research that is necessary to keep this podcast on track. So
they can't hear me nodding.
Oh. So I guess we'll start with our first bit of news. Mirror's Edge sequel on hold, which I guess, did you play Mirror's Edge, John?
I played the first one. I didn't beat it. Played a fair chunk of it.
Now, did you like it, though?
It had some good ideas. It was creative but flawed. So a sequel would probably be good because it would give them the chance to fix all their broken shit.
Huh. So I saw it, but I didn't quite have the reaction that Gabe and Tycho had when they were looking at Mirror's Edge and throwing up all over the place. But
yeah, no, there was no vomiting.
No.
It's reasonably attractive. I always like when they do that first-person perspective and really commit to it.
But I heard the combat on it kind of stunk.
It depends on how you feel about getting shot and not being able to do much about it.
Yeah, I've played a lot of games like that.
Wasn't combat not really a focus of that game anyway?
There's a fair bit of it, but yeah, I mean, it's mostly more about avoiding getting shot than, actually killing the people shooting you. So,
and getting run over by subway cars.
No, I don't really remember that part.
No.
Might have happened later. Maybe I missed it.
Oh, okay.
There was lots of crawling around the sewers.
Well, that makes a good game.
Doesn't it, though?
Yeah. But I mean, if there was a sequel that came out, you would be interested in buying it once it reached $19.99.
Yes, standard answer applies.
Okay. Now that we have all of that taken care of, let's go to our second bit of news. Duke Nukem Forever not going to be edited in Australia.
Well, so now we know it's going to suck.
If Australia will let their people play it, it's got to be not that great.
So, which is kind of a surprise for some strange reason. But I don't know how bad Duke Nukem Forever is. By the way, do you have any interest in it?
Generic shooter with retro throwback. I don't know. It really looks like a great whiteboard simulator. And if I have need of one of those, I think we might pick it up.
Or you could buy, an actual whiteboard.
No, but how would you possibly play that over Xbox Live? You know how expensive those ones are?
Oh. Steve, are you looking forward to Commander Keen Forever?
Yes, I am. I would pay good money for another Commander Keen
Would
game.
you really?
Yeah.
So next up, Activision axes Guitar Hero, which
should surprise and delight everyone.
Really? Well, you got burnt out of Guitar Hero a long time ago.
Like 3 years ago.
And
3 years ago? That's still pretty recent.
I played everything up to right before the first Guitar Hero 3.
Huh.
Well, yeah, wasn't that longer than 3 years ago?
I just think it seems like a lot longer.
I swear it feels like Rock Band's been out for like a billion years now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when did they come out? Like, Guitar Hero first came out in like 2006, 2007?
That doesn't sound right because Guitar Hero 1 and 2 were for the PS2. And they were both pre-360 launch, pre-next-gen launch.
I don't know.
You know, there was a time that the PlayStation 2 was next gen.
Yes, but it was so long ago that no one can remember.
It's prehistory.
I
stopped playing after Guitar Hero Rocks the 80s. That was the last one that I found had any fun.
So that was the last Harmonix one.
Yep.
So that has to have been like 5 years ago.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. So Activision, I think it was either the CEO or someone from Activision's like, well, yeah, the music genre is kind of dead, thanks to us. So we're going to go ahead and, kill this one now.
So this was the aw shit moment. Maybe we shouldn't have kicked out the one studio who does know how to make rhythm games and instead given it to a skateboarding game
Rock
company.
Band, they're still making money off those DLCs for Rock Band.
Well, Activision announced today that they're still planning on releasing DLC for both Rock Band and DJ Hero.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure how much longer that's going to.
Do you mean like the guitar, the band Hero one? Not Rock Band?
He means Rock Band and DJ Hero.
Some music game that Activision made.
But Activision didn't make Rock Band?
Well, Band Hero, whatever it's called.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
The one
they have.
with the failing, right?
Yeah. So next up, Portal 2 boasts complete move support on PS3. Wait, what? So I'm not sure how that works.
Well,
I am similarly uncertain.
Valve seems to like the PlayStation.
Well, they do,
them.
but I mean, is move the best way to control Portal?
Well, you figure it's going to have to work without it as well.
When is Portal supposed to be out? The Portal 2 supposed to be out?
It's Valve time, man.
Okay, what have they given actually even have they hinted
Are they
at a
using the
release
same
date yet?
clock that Blizzard's using?
Yeah, maybe that's it. They just set the alarm for each other, We get 5 years off, and once one hits it, then the other one has to go and start on releasing something.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Well, you don't have any interest
Not
in
a
playing.
big
You don't have
Portal
any interest
fan
in, yeah,
anyway,
that's
so.
why I was.
I like the
You like
idea.
the idea.
I like the idea. I like the story. I like the implementation. I just have no interest in playing the game. Mm-hmm. So
I just hope there's not another song I have to listen to every goddamn time I turn around on the internet after this one comes out.
Oh.
No luck with that. They got Colton back for the second one.
Maybe he'll make a crappy song for it. All the geeks will abandon him.
There's some hardcore, hardcore hope in there.
The geeks will embrace that song and you'll get rid of it. I made a Twitter post on that and got really upset by the whole thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, we know the cake is a lie. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to have to punch out some people next time I hear that.
You're way too concerned about this particular.
No.
It's a real shame, too, because, it's a bunch of 30-year-old geeks who are all male trying to sing this song.
Yeah. So, Minecraft being ported to smartphones, which interests Steve.
I don't get it.
Well, see, Minecraft is a game. And, what don't you get?
I don't get because, the interface is going to be really want to make you want to pull your hair out.
Is the
Placing blocks in Minecraft is probably not going to be very fun on a touchscreen.
Because it's got to be an FPS kind of system, and none of those have really come out awesome.
Yeah, I don't. It's going to really want to make you want to kill yourself, I think.
But
I've been wrong before.
It's going to have to be one of those dual analog things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they'll make it work.
Can I tell you,
I don't know.
Can I tell you how much better Minecraft runs on my non-cursed computer than it does on my iPad?
I'm sure that Minecraft works better on a working computer than it does a non-working computer.
Well, it's true, but it's very... Now, granted, I played the 1.21 beta, which apparently had some significant performance issues on the iMac. And then the iMac I managed to screw up, and so I played it again, the 1.2 beta, on the non-cursed computer. I have not had a chance to try it the other way around.
No,
But my enjoyment of that is becoming slower and slower as I realize that after I'm able to basically survive in that game, I really don't have a lot to do. So
You just don't want to build shit.
well, but there's no point. I mean, you have to enjoy building the shit for the sake of building the shit.
Pretty much.
And I need more goals past that. I need something the game gives me that
Okay.
I'm striving for, other than digging deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although you hit the bottom of what you can dig pretty quick.
Yeah.
The world's pretty shallow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's 50, was it 52 levels or something total from the top of the sky to the bottom of the world?
No, it's more than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, you hit the bottom pretty soon.
Well, yeah. I mean, you just dig yourself down a little staircase, or not even that, and just hey, check it out, Bedrock.
and but
If they were to make like it, like some other thing. I mean, there are some cool things you can do. If you want to gather resources for like arrows and stuff, you can make the creeper / mob traps made out of water and the stuff. And those are kind of cool looking. I've seen some interesting implementations of that, but they take for friggin' ever to do. So
They definitely need to see more gameplay mechanics around it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, dude keeps referencing Dwarf Fort, so I assume we'll
Hopefully.
get there eventually.
yeah,
Next thing you know, you'll be there building a castle and holding off a siege of orcs outside.
be nice.
or creepers.
Well, you can make a creeper. I mean, you can make a creeper pit, dude. You just have a pit full of creepers that you make, on the multiplayer server. It's really mean. What's down here? Half the map explodes.
That's awesome.
It totally makes sense they're making an Android version of this because Java game, right? That port's got to be easy. The iPhone one, though, that seems like that might just slow everything down and cause some pain and suffering. Oh, well, they're not making it for my phone, so screw them.
Do you have interest in playing Minecraft?
Yeah.
Oh, have you been playing Minecraft?
Not recently. But I have been played Minecraft in the past when I had more time.
The most recent beta has a thing now that if you're playing on a multiplayer server and everybody on the server jumps into bed, it automatically goes to daytime.
That's excellent.
That's cool. You can build a bed now.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. That's like, a couple of days ago, recent. So
Well, he's like
apparently they're
updating the
somewhat
game
bugged
every
too.
day, right?
I saw a video of these guys jumping into a bed in their like house and skeletons spawned in the house.
Oh, because then there was nobody nearby or something?
Or I don't know what was going on, but it's still kind of, it's perpetual beta. It's like Google making a game.
Yeah. Well, he only called it beta so they could raise the price.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like it costs $1 million.
But
So-
he is making $1 million.
Well, as long as he
made
keeps
like-
making Minecraft, he'll be okay.
It's made at least $2 million so far. Probably up to 3 now since it's been like 3 months since I checked.
Oh,
And he promptly went on vacation for like 3 weeks after he released the 1.21 beta.
yeah. And then didn't people call him back? It's like, yeah, we're gonna flood the servers and everything. And wasn't there a lot of war garble once he released that because there were a bunch of bugs or something like that?
Well, I mean, it's, as John says, calling it beta is pretty curious.
Yeah.
So,
So next up, Legend of Zelda turns 25 years old. So, Steve, when do you plan on beating that game? It's been 25 years.
actually, I was the first one in my grade school class to beat Legend of Zelda. And the second quest.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you were the coolest kid at school that day.
No, I was never the coolest kid at school.
Oh.
But I was the first one to beat second quest, so.
No, were you one of those mean kids that told people that there wasn't like a second quest or something? You weren't like one of those jerks. It's like, no, there's nothing else after there. Don't even bother playing.
I was also dubiously of a different honor. I was the first kid to beat Simon's Quest in my grade school.
Well, that's not really saying much.
I know, but I did it pretty fast.
So, if you delete your data and then lick the cartridge, you'll get to a special third quest that they don't talk about.
Right. We don't need any more Japanese horror films.
Oh,
They're all really bad.
well, you were a Genesis.
They all start with interesting premises, and then the implementation is horrid.
So, well,
Indecipherable by the end.
well, it didn't matter to you, John. You were one of those Genesis people.
Yeah.
I had a Master System, too.
I went with the, good side.
You know, the 16-bit console wars are over.
No, they will never end.
I traded.
So how was Beyond Oasis? Tell me.
What the shit did I just traded some Robotech thing for a Master System. Some larger, like some Valkyrie or something for a Master System.
It wasn't like the what was it, Jetfire from.
No, it wasn't the Transformer. It was actually a Robotech.
Oh,
I got it, and I did it specifically in order to be able to play the real version of Double Dragon.
that's
Because the NES version of Double Dragon was really awful. They rewrote the entire game. What was the point?
Next thing you know, they'll be coming out with a Thundercats movie.
I don't like the character designs at all for that movie.
Did you see the trailer for it?
No, Roger was watching and it got done by the time I got to his computer, so I didn't care that much.
That's probably a good choice.
Really?
So, Sony preparing a hack-proof PS3. The new PS3s are to be manufactured with new properly secured encryption keys. But we kind of wonder if there's such a thing as hack-proof. I'm sure this type of encryption will be defeated probably, 48 hours, I would imagine?
Sony's had a pretty good run with the PS3.
It's taken a long
that must
time.
be where they've been putting all their effort instead of,
Making
Marketing.
games.
either. Both.
Well, now all the did you read that thing on ours today? I don't know where they got the thing from, but for like the next 10 days, all the PS3s coming into Europe through the largest European port have been impounded.
Yeah, because
of the LG Sony Blu-ray lawsuit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Europe will have to do something else. I don't know what that would be, but I'm sure it involves cheese or baguettes
Striking,
in some
maybe.
way. Striking, yeah.
Setting Paris on fire. It's been a couple months since that's happened. So.
Yeah, we're about due.
Yeah. Oh, the winds are just right today.
So,
The winds are right for revolution.
So Microsoft confirms Kinect Windows SDK. So Microsoft has announced that it will release an official Windows development kit for its Kinect motion sensor this spring. Developers will be given access to audio APIs and direct control of the Kinect sensor itself.
Is this going to be an MSDN required thing, or is this going to be a public released SDK?
That I don't know. I'm assuming it is not public.
No, sometimes they put out SDKs that are public. You don't need an MSDN license or MSDN thingy for.
Well,
what's
the MSDN stuff, the actual SDK is always free. You get sort of the command line compiler.
You get the thing, but you don't get the actual good tools that everybody uses.
But
I don't know. They had the They had that. What's that freebie Visual Studio scaled down one?
Yeah, you can get Visual C# Express.
Yeah. The Express series. Yeah.
C#.
Yep.
And there's, I think the good news about this is probably that if they're putting this out for Windows, they're probably going to make it part of the whole XNA toolkit. So we'll probably start seeing indie games that support Kinect soon.
Or if Windows 8 comes out.
We'll get a port of the Wii Swingers game.
Ah, God. I saw the video of that. That's all I'm going to say on that subject.
Why is it not on your news list yet?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to talk to the guy that makes this. But basically,
talk to the producer.
Yeah. Brian, the SDK is just one step toward Minority Report.
Well, have you seen the Kinect dashboard?
Yeah.
That pretty much is the Minority Report interface right there.
Well, not quite. When you get an achievement, a little wooden ball doesn't come out of the ceiling. You know what would be awesome to go with that is have Microsoft offer precogs, and that way they know how you're going to do in a game, so you don't have to play the game. They'll just unlock the achievements based off your skill level. They already know that he's never going to beat the final boss, so we'll just give him these achievements.
Well, the interface daemon actually sees whether or not you're going to drop or not, and then just drops you right at the beginning of the game anyway. It just saves the other person the effort.
That'd be pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Might make it awfully hard to actually connect to most games. But
It takes half an hour because every time you connect to somebody, it immediately drops because the precog figured it out.
No, Tom Cruise will just come into your house, start teabagging you. For some reason, you found that funny. I don't know. So next up, Deathsmiles coming to iPhone and iPod Touch, which would interest John because he does like touching low. Wait, no, that doesn't interest you, right?
yeah, and I'm the biggest Apple fan here.
Really? I didn't know that. That's
it's
news.
shocking new information. I know.
So,
So what's next?
so you don't have any interest in touching legal women? In this?
Surprisingly young-looking college students.
Yes, that's what I wanted to go with.
Yeah. They're very youthful-looking college students in Japan.
Yes. By the way, I did order the art book off their website.
So you noticed. Noted.
Yeah,
Noted.
Yes. So once the art book comes out, I will be
Well, but since
out of the
that's-
office for a week,
That's actually the Japanese one, right?
I guess.
So if it's because I'm just wondering, because if it's in Japanese, it probably hasn't been edited for your legal safety.
Oh no!
when you get some customs guys show up, or you just get an empty box with a note.
I will let you know as soon as it shows up. Well, with
I can't say much. I've been watching all those key animes, and there's nobody old in those things.
So next up, patch for Atlas game Catherine to make it easier. Apparently the game's too hard. And I know I've watched video of this game and it looked interesting. It seems like it'd be something you would be interested in, John.
I remember seeing a trailer thing for it, which didn't actually show any gameplay.
There is
And
gameplay video now online.
What kind of game is it?
It's wow.
Do you shoot things?
No.
Do you
It's like
jump on things?
it's like a platform game. It's like a demonic version of Intelligence Cube is about the best way I can describe it.
Huh.
This wasn't that crazy Chinese or Japanese theater one, was it?
No.
What's the hell's the name of that one? Because that one looked really cool.
It's like Neen.
It's like it's a platformer, right? It's like a fighting
We'll show you the
platformer
video
2D of
after-
it.
after
but
the
but all the
podcast.
characters look like they're shadow play, so they have sticks that come out from underneath them, and they
Okay.
look like they're being like projected on a screen from like a light from behind. It's
That's
pretty
pretty
cool
cool.
artistically.
Ah. No, I mean, if this is actually a puzzle game, I think I'm more interested in it now.
Yeah, you would have to see video of it because it's hard to describe, but you're climbing and you have to get to like a certain point. You have to get to like the top and there's blocks you can pull and jump on. But you have to think like 5-6 steps ahead because you can only move blocks a certain way and you can only climb a certain way. You have to watch
Right.
video. It's kind of hard to describe.
But they're saying it's too hard.
Yeah.
So they're
The
probably going to
Japanese
turn
people
it
are saying
into-
it's too hard, which I don't know if that means anything.
It probably means they're going to turn it into a lame-ass puzzle game where you go through the first half of the game before you have to think about anything.
Well, I think they're doing something to make it slightly easier because the developers themselves said, yeah, maybe we've been playing it a bit too much and didn't realize that the game was kind of hard.
I don't know. That sounds disappointing to me for a puzzle game because as long as it's not time-based, usually what it means is that those puzzle games just end up being fucking dull for like
It's
the
not
first
time-based
third
because
or
there's
half
something
of the game.
chasing you. So it's not like
No.
you can just sit idly by and do nothing.
You gotta keep taking into consideration that these are the Japanese fans complaining that it's too hard. So if they're Altus like fanboys, might be a little bit of modification towards maybe it is actually kind of hard.
It's hard to tell though, because I mean we've had some things now where they've started making the things easier for Japan than they are for the U.S. So I guess it depends on how hardcore their beta testers were.
Yeah. So next up, video game controlled by kissing. So no Japanese person will be able to play it at all.
That's okay. The artist is Korean,
Yeah.
so
it's
I'm
controlled.
assuming so anyway.
It's controlled only by passionate and awkward French kissing, which
Or by waving a magnet around in front of something or other, which you probably don't actually have to do with your mouth. But she's an artist, so she did.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this game.
Is it relevant to your interests?
No.
Do you like kissing people?
Depends on the people.
So, Vietnam bans online gaming after 10 p.m., otherwise known as, the people don't realize that the war is over.
Well, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're trying to. Well, they read that article about that Chinese dude who killed himself playing 72 hours straight.
Well,
Most
there's
likely
your first
playing
problem.
mahjong, which has at least I don't know if it still happens, but I imagine
I think
it
he
does
was playing like
whatever,
World
but-
of Mowcraft or something like that.
Yeah. They used to have a thing where like once a year you'd have some old Chinese dude in PRC who ends up getting such a great string of luck he doesn't want to get up from the table, and he gives himself toxic shock syndrome or something like that. And
What?
dies because he doesn't want to get up from his lucky seat, or he's having such bad luck he doesn't want to get up until his luck changes, and he ends up dying from it. There's like once
Dying
a year
from like what? Sitting on his
sepsis.
seat? What? Oh,
Because he doesn't want to get up to go pee. It's like what's
Don't
his
they have
name? It's like
buckets for that?
Tycho Brahe.
doesn't like a guy come in like a concierge or something and just
I don't think
Here's your
mahjong
empty
dens
beer
have
bottle.
concierge.
isn't there like a trough or something underneath them? I'm asking here. I mean, you get one of those rice patty buckets, and there you go. You're set.
I think you need to build yourself a
mahjong
gambling
den.
here.
A mahjong den.
I think you've got some great ideas.
Yeah,
And you really need to
you
put
can
these
really
into practice.
Move forward the state of the art in mahjong dens.
I could. I don't know how comfortable it would be, but
You get complimentary catheter only used 3 times.
hey, you get a self-touch, we clean it for you. By the way, this moment of Mahjong humor has been brought to you by Diehard Gamer Radio, your source for Mahjong-related news. Coming up, White Dragons.
Yeah.
So, Smithsonian to feature video game history exhibit, which would be interesting for anyone who's probably near the Smithsonian. Or if you want to see a video game history exhibit, come to my house. I don't charge admission unless you're a lady.
I think
Would
you got
you
it
do
all
the other way
backwards.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need more ladies' nights.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your marketing's all off.
Yeah.
So,
So they got anything awesome?
no. In fact, the submission form to suggest games for this for the history exhibit is way broken.
Huh.
So,
Awesome.
That's good.
yeah. So, if you're
They gotta have
expecting
the arcade
something,
tech to show up and fix that up for them.
God.
Who's got the keys tonight?
Hey, Ben Stiller, get over here. We need you to fix kicks for
Yeah. Can you come over here and fix road blasters for us?
road blasters.
It would be great if the whole exhibit was just a MAME console.
Yeah.
It would be cheaper. So the PSP drops to $130, which would interest Steve because now he can get his PSP back.
Is this the PSP or the PSP with no UMD drive?
No, this is the PSP with the UMD drive.
I've got like 2 games.
Well,
No, I actually have my PSPs back. I don't have my DS anymore.
well, you can just wait for the 3DS.
I don't think I really want that. Though it is kind of nice that you're able to actually turn off the 3D on the 3DS.
Yes.
So I was
Does
watching.
that make some of the games harder to play?
No,
I don't know.
I wouldn't imagine.
I have no idea.
Some of them seem to actually want to use the 3D as a gameplay mechanic.
Well, it apparently it has. However they're doing the 3D or whatever, there's
Right.
like a little knob on the side that lets you adjust the mirror set behind it,
Yeah,
and
that
so
was
you
like
can
a
actually
slider or something.
Yeah,
so you can
it's-
fine tune it. So
Yeah, you can adjust the intensity of the 3D, so you can make it weak or strong
Or off.
or off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
And
watching. There was a video I put up of Yoshitoshi Abe had one on Saturday. I don't know how you manage that, but
Well, it came out last week in Japan, so he probably waited in line or probably had some sort of mangaka.
I didn't think it came out
special
till
line.
I didn't think it came out till Sunday in Japan. This last Sunday.
No, I think it came out earlier than that. It was like Friday. It was like Saturday. But
it was like a whole 60 seconds. I'm here fucking around with the 3D thing. So
yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm actually looking forward to being able to buy a new PSP because the battery on mine's kind of eating it. So I'm hoping they get around to releasing that new one before mine truly dies. And
actually, this PSP
discount.
price change happened last Friday.
Yeah, but I'm saying when the new one comes out, it'll get even cheaper.
Oh, yeah. The PSP 2. So a sequel to a successful franchise, Serious Sam 3, which would interest John.
Are we sure this was a successful franchise?
Well, they made
kind
3 of them.
Middlings franchise, really. I
You know-
mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of people bought it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet there were a lot of people that stole it, though.
Well, yeah. Well, the problem with Serious Sam is they always put out Serious Sam while something else in the genre was out at the time, something really big.
Yeah.
And so it always got overlooked.
Well, I don't think anything is coming out when this is coming out, unless they're going to release it alongside Duke Nukem Forever.
I'll tell you, the first time I played Serious Sam, I played it off a CD demo in a magazine. So...
Was that what, CDW?
I don't remember what it was.
Oh.
I don't know. Everybody and their brother had CD-ROM inserts back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and then another sequel to a successful franchise, Ninja Gaiden 3, which would be awesome for Steve, so he can, yeah. You're into Ninja Gaiden. You want to relive your NES days.
Well, where can they possibly go from we make her tits bounce when you shake the controller? I mean, there's just nothing left.
Kinect.
yeah. Yeah.
Just move around the boobies with Kinect.
See, that's the whole problem I enjoy the Kinect for what it is, but the main problem with the Kinect is now all you want whenever you play these games is, you know what would make this game better? Some sort of tactile feedback. And you just I immediately want something better now that this cool piece of technology is out. It's immediately not enough.
So suddenly you want a controller.
Well, no, I want virtual reality. I want neck plugs, dude. I want to lay and waste away in my recliner in some virtual world where I never have to do any work anymore ever again. I'll remote control to work from my VR chair.
Anything else you want to share with us?
I'll have like a remote robot that like will get up when I need to go actually look at a computer.
And what will this remote robot look like?
I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to be there. It'll be covered in slime for all it matters to me. So yeah.
There's a comic in here somewhere.
It can look like one of those broken droids in the Jawa Walker. I don't care.
It's like a triangle with feet.
Yeah. Gort.
So if any investor in Japan is listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
So our last bit of news, Australia bans new Mortal Kombat. So I guess... so
it's better than Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, I thought you said they weren't going to ban it.
Well, no, they didn't ban Duke Nukem Forever, but they're
Duke
going
Nukem
to
Forever
ban
Mortal
Kombat.
Well, but then, so this one is going to be like the first good Mortal Kombat in like 20 years, huh?
Possibly.
Is this one a fighting game?
Yes.
Well, it's already a step up.
So it's not. Oh, what was it? Special Forces.
Well, there was that one, and then there was like the funny adventure game one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean what was it? Sub-Zero Mythologies, I guess it was called. I don't remember. And there was another one with like Liu Kang and
so Midway managed to bankrupt itself while having one of the most successful video game franchises in history.
We had Area 51.
I still see that in theaters.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah. They sold a lot of those machines, that's for sure.
Yeah. They wasted away all the money that they made on Carnival.
Yeah.
Or, which kind of sucks because they owned all of Williams' stuff too. So
yeah.
So, I mean, they wasted away all the money that they made off Robotron 2084 and Defender.
Yeah.
So when are we going to see those 3D remakes, huh?
How many? There's been a bunch
of them.
There's been a bunch of Defender remakes already.
Well, yeah, it's Stargate.
Yeah.
Defender 2, and that's it. I don't think there's anything else.
There's been a lot of fancy ports.
Fancy ports.
Yeah.
Is that where you play the game with your pinky finger out?
Yes, you have to drink tea while you're playing it.
Oh. So do we have any other news before we wrap up this really short podcast? Because Brian's not here to bring in the funny and bring in the funk. Oh, I bought a black mahjong set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minority Report.
Still not as good.
Well,
Need a lady in the red dress.
oh.
I saw a video of the woman in the red dress, like a music video made of it, but it was really like, it was 30 minutes of really awesome because there's not that much footage of her in the movie. The rest of the video is like, why did you even bother? This should have been a minute long, and then you could fade out at the end, and you don't have to do the whole thing.
Why was it 30 minutes long?
No, like it was like 3 minutes long.
Oh,
So it was like 30 seconds that were good,
Yeah.
and then they looped it.
Well, then they ran in some other stuff, and you're like, I liked the premise that you had at the beginning of this, and it was really funny. And now you're just trying to find a desperate way to use the whole song for your video.
You can talk about that ST Macross I showed you.
That was pretty awesome. That was pretty funny. I like the fact that they tried to put in like the actual music clips in there too.
Yeah. I would have watched that shit.
Firing ping pong balls at each other.
Well, just like in Macross. Yeah. that would have massively improved Macross Frontier, I might add. I'm not having to watch 30 minutes of,
Apparently the movies are doing pretty well.
Well, yeah.
The theatrical movies for Macross Frontier.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if I want to watch it. I mean, I had to sit through 30 minutes watching one character chase after her panties for half an hour.
I still think that must be right down your alley.
No, I mean, it was an awful episode. I'm like, really?
I don't know, man.
You might be betraying your demographic.
Well, she was too old. I mean, ooh. So I guess that's it.
Ha ha.
So thank you for listening to Diehard Gamer Radio. We'll be back next time to talk about the problems in the Middle East. We will have an interview with Muammar Gaddafi if he's still alive.
Well, Mubarak keeps writing me saying he's got a lot of money. He needs to move out of Egypt. I bet I could get him on the show.
You know how you could fix most of these problems? Just give up some of your lowlies.
I think there's going to be a lot of heartache in the Middle East.
Thank you for listening to Diehard Gamer Radio. You can visit our website at diehardgamerradio.com and iTunes, or you can email us at diehardgamerradio@gmail.com.